What up, YouTube? This is probably going to ruffle a few feathers. Before I get started, jump on the channel, subscribe. If you like it, cool. If you don't like this one, unlike it. Really don't care. Leave a comment because they might get interesting. Here's the deal. Tennessee Velvet Hunt was this past weekend, 23rd, 24th, 25th. Yours truly did get a buck. I got a mid to high 140s buck because of the velvet. It'll probably be a high 140s buck. If the velvet was off, it'd probably been mid 140s or so. Anyway, that's beside the point. Here's the deal, man. I follow Tennessee deer hunters on Facebook. I follow Missouri bow hunters, all these different places, right? But if you do follow Tennessee deer hunters on Facebook, over this weekend, you saw picture after picture after picture after picture of bucks going down, and the very first sentence that was typed was, "The good Lord blessed me." No, he didn't. No, he didn't. The good Lord did not bless you with a buck stepping out in front of you at 28 yards broadside and whisper in your ear, "Take the shot." I hate to say it like that, but that's not at all what happened. Now, you can say that you were blessed to wake up one of those mornings. You can say that you were blessed to have your vision, to be able to see them. But if you think you're going to get up to the pearly gates and God's going to pat you on the back and say, "Hey, you remember that time that I had that buck step out in front of you at X amount of yards and you drilled it right through the lungs? You remember me blessing you with that?" That's not how it's going to be, guys, girls, people. And I cringe when I see it. It's like, come on. I was able to take my buck at 31 yards. He come out with a few other ones. And if I can, I'll put together a video for it. I had great footage, 2 cameras, everything was great. Both batteries ran out on my cameras about 20 minutes before I could take the shot. And why? Most likely because I let them keep running when some deer started showing up, and I should have shut them down. Anyway, that's beside the point. This is about the good Lord blessing you with a buck and you killing that animal and you thinking that it was the good Lord that blessed you with a buck walking out in front of you. And that's free will. You can say that. You can say, "Hey, the good Lord blessed me with free will so I could kill this animal right in his face." But to say that you were blessed by the Lord, like he made that animal walk out in front of you broadside, is just ridiculous. And it is something that it's like, God, I got so sick of seeing that and just thinking to myself, no, you weren't. That was not a blessing from God. That was because you've either worked hard, you knew the woods that you were in, or it was just dumb freaking luck. One of the three. But you've got to take ownership of killing the buck. And it did not have anything to do with blessings from God. I hate to say it, but it's just the truth. And I got a buddy that's probably going to watch this, and he knows who he is. First sentence on the picture: "Good Lord blessed me today." And I was just thinking, no, he didn't. No, he didn't. You did what you wanted to do when you wanted to do it, with or without the good Lord's blessings. That's just all there is to it. That's all there is to it. And it's just, it's hard to read it over and over and over again. And I'm sure I'm going to get crucified in the comments, man. Hey, look, to some people, God is either everything or he's nothing, right? So you try to put him in, everything good that happens in your life. And to you, that's a good thing. But I'm here to tell you right now, he is not going to say, hey, you remember that time that I let that buck walk in front of you in velvet hunt and I blessed you? No. No. My buck was killed because I took more than 300 shots the week leading up to the velvet. So I had muscle memory in my shot. I was taking quick shots. I was seeing how quick I could get the pin on my target and release and be as accurate as possible. I did my homework. I got down out of the stand after the morning hunt. I scouted. I thought I knew where the deer were coming from. I knew the property that I was hunting very well. I knew where the big bucks should be. I got one picture sent to me of the deer that I ended up killing, so I knew he was in there. I knew the area he was going to be in. I was blessed, I guess, to say I had a beautiful day. But that's where the blessings from God stopped and the will to kill kicked in. So I can't take it, man. I just got to say something. All you people that think the good Lord blessed you with a kill this weekend, man, you did that on your own. You pulled that trigger. You let that thumb release go all by yourself. And you probably went exactly against God's will when you did it. And you probably went against all of his blessings when you did it. So just keep that in mind when you're typing this stuff out, man, because it's just hard to read. After a while, it just gets super hard. It gets super hard to read. And, I'll own it. I did what I did. I hunted. I did what I've been taught to do. I did what I'm supposed to do. And it ended up being a real nice deer for me. I did the same thing last week with a gator. Got another gator in with a bow last weekend. Maybe I can put together something on that also, because it was a crazy hunt. We probably saw over 100 gators in a 2-day period. Me and a buddy of mine, he drew some tags. I got one of them. We went hunting. So, but I guess what I'm getting at is just the cringe part of saying that, and it just goes against everything that I think we are blessed by. Like I said, man, if you want to say that he blessed you with good vision that morning, if you want to say he blessed you to be able to walk to your darn stand, the weather was great, whatever. But don't think for a second that the good Lord had a buck walk in front of you at 20 to 40 yards and you smoke him through the heart. It's just naive to think that, man. And it's naive to put it out there over and over and over again. Anyway, I'm sure I'm going to get crucified in the comments. It is what it is. It's how I feel. And it's just like, people, think about what you're saying. Just think about what you're saying for a second. I get it. You don't want to be egotistical, but damn it, if you went out there and you put in the time and you put in the work and you practiced your shots and everything worked out exactly like you wanted it to, mine didn't. I actually had a 10-point come by me at 35 yards. It was like he hit a brick wall. Boom, gone. I was like, dang, that was my shot. That was my chance. And I stayed up in the tree. I had some feeding on some corn stalks. There wasn't no corn. It's a shitty crop right now. Wasn't no corn, but I had some feeding on corn stalks. So I was like, I don't want to blow up my spot. I'm going to sit here. Well, a doe ended up blowing at me minutes after that 10-point came through that I thought was the shooter that I was waiting on. I had let, button bucks, 8-point, everything walk. Anyway, that doe blew at me, which again, don't mean anything. Don't let that think that don't think that that's going to ruin your hunt. That doe blew at me. 20 minutes later, 3 really big bucks came in and I took one of them. But again, I can tell you this, man. I didn't take it because the good Lord blessed me with a big buck. I'll never believe that. I believe that big bucks get killed from homework, from hard work, and from with a bow it's repetition. With a gun, it's making sure you can put the crosshairs on it. But he sure didn't walk it out there and say, "Hey Shane, I'm gonna give you this thing broadside at 31 yards, and I'm gonna bless you today, my son, with the buck of your life." No, that's not how it went. Just quit, man. Just quit doing that. And you don't like it, leave a thumbs down on the video. But that's my story. This is an unpopular opinion, but it's my opinion, and I'm sure there's other guys out there that feel the same way, that probably just get absolutely sick of thinking to themselves, well, I go to church every Sunday. I go to church every Wednesday. Why didn't the good Lord bless me with one this weekend? What did them guys do that I wasn't doing for the good Lord to bless them? Well, that's just it. They didn't do nothing different. You were either in the wrong spot or it was just super hot and they weren't moving. It's that simple. It's that simple. Be a spiritual person all you want. I believe in a higher power. I do. I have to believe that there's something bigger than myself out there, or else I'm doomed for failure. But to say gosh, come on, man. To say that the good Lord blessed you and put that thing out there at 28 yards, you smoke one, double lung him, maybe even catch part of his heart. He's just gonna remember that. Once you get to the pearly gates, he's gonna remember that, pat you on the back, say, "Hey, man, you remember that time I let that buck walk out in front of you?" Man, come on, dude. Come on. Get over it. It's not that serious. That's not how this works. It's not how the world works. You took it upon yourself to kill the buck. You did what you were there to do. It happens because of repetition. It happens because you did your homework. It happens because you did your scouting. Or either it happens because you poured a whole bunch of damn corn out there and let him start eating on it and took a shot. It is what it is. Anyway, I'm going to get off my soapbox now, and I'm going to try to start editing some of these hunting videos. I just wanted to put it out there. Absolutely, it was hard to read. It was hard to read all them the good Lord blessing all these guys out there. It's hard to read it, man.